Well, what can I say? We all know them as a man's best friend, and for the most part, I would say that's true. I bet all of you have a dog or know someone who has many dogs. They're all around us. Today, I'm going to be talking about how we do everything for dogs, and they just get to live their luxurious lives worry-free. I will start off by talking about how we have to feed them all the time and make sure they have plenty of water. Then I will talk about how we have to take them for walks and get them exercise. And I will end with the worst of them all, waste cleanup. So now that I gave you an insight into what we are going to be talking about, let's start out with how we always have to feed them. Alright, so depending on the dog, you may have to feed them twice or three times a day. Sometimes that can be hard. First thing you have to do before you get to eat is to make sure that the dogs have food or water, which for me is hard. Sometimes because I'm really hungry in the morning. The other parts of the day are midday and at night. Both of these are hard to do because in the middle of the day I'm at school, which means I can't feed them then. Night feeding them is probably the easiest one to remember and do because I'm not too busy or in a rush and can feed them. All I'm really trying to say is that it'd be a whole lot easier if dogs could take care of themselves and feed themselves like we do. Now that I have talked about feeding, we are going to switch it up and talk about one of the most important things for dogs, and that's exercise. Now, it's important for us as humans to get exercise to stay healthy and to stay in shape, but it's just as important for dogs to get exercise too. Unfortunately, unlike humans, dogs can't just go to the gym like us or go for a walk on their own. So we have to take them. Sometimes it's hard to find time to get outside and take them for a walk, especially in the winter. We have to find time out of our day to make sure they get their exercise. I can remember countless times when I had to take my dog for a walk when I didn't want to, but I did it for them. Now that I have talked a little bit about exercise, let's go into the messy topic, poop cleanup. For all of us dog owners out there, it is by far the worst thing on the list to do, and nobody ever wants to do it. Never have I ever wanted to go pick up dog poop. It would just be so much easier if they could use the bathroom just like us. Going outside just to pick up dog poop has got to be one of the worst things ever. Now that I've talked about feeding and how it can be easy to feed yourself first, exercise, and how it can be hard to find time, especially in the winter, and lastly, the dirtiest one of them all, picking up poop, dogs should be able to take care of themselves. This would make it so much easier on owners because then we wouldn't have to do everything for them.